Good morning, Katrina. How are you? Or good afternoon. It's 12:13.
I'm doing well, thank you.
We are here with caretaker Katrina, of course, at the Wildcat Sanctuary. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another live post. We're up here at the prep room, and that would be the freezer and fridge behind us. And Judson in the golf cart there with animal care lead intern Kaylin going off, and we have an exciting live for you today. We are going to be feeding the cats at Roar Ridge. But the reason that I'm coming to you with Katrina in this UTV is because specifically today we are asking for our 5th Miracle of Miracle match, which would be a new UTV and specifically a covered UTV. So Katrina, why don't we start off this live post taking a ride down to Roar Ridge, and we'll do our best to talk. Hopefully you all can hear me. I have a mic on me, and we will get going. But good morning, everyone. Hello, Ellen. I'll say our hellos as we get started here. Good afternoon, Marcy. I know I keep forgetting that it's afternoon, a little bit later of a live post today, but it's perfect because all of the cats are getting their meals. And like I mentioned, we are in a UTV, very important to life here at the Wildcat Sanctuary, and specifically our caretakers to feed all 140 plus of our residents here on site. We are on 40 acres built out, which means we have a lot of ground to cover. And lots to bring along as well. We are feeding the cats at Roar Ridge today, so big cats. We have quite a few buckets and bowls back there. Lots to get from the front of the property down here into Red Zone. Good afternoon, Kristen. Bree, morning. Carrie Miller saying hello to Katrina as well. Excellent job driving. We'll get started, Katrina. But as I was saying, today is our 5th Miracle of Miracle match, and we're specifically asking for a new UTV. As I mentioned, UTVs are very important to the operations of the Wildcat Sanctuary for things like feeding. We'll go over to Shadow here. And I will let the cats do some eating noises before I keep talking on, but this is rescued black leopard Shadow, and she is getting, it looks like chicken, correct, Katrina?
This is turkey.
Okay.
This is our donated turkey, and then that's a chicken quarter and some venison.
Perfect.
You guys.
Ellen mentioning lots of puddles still. Yes, lots of puddles. It did rain quite a bit yesterday, but it seems to have dried up, and it is a very sunny day, which is nice. Daria saying hello, and specifically saying hello to you and Kaylin.
Well, thank you, Daria. Saying hi
Yes.
to Katrina and Kaylin.
And Kaylin, yes, Tao. And so as I was mentioning, this UTV here is not covered, but we are specifically asking for a covered UTV because we only have 2 currently on the property. And the reason covered UTVs are important is for things like we just mentioned rain. If we had a really bad snowstorm or a rainstorm and we have to go out and check the property for damage, being in a covered UTV is important to our safety protocols. And since we only have 2, it's very important. Katrina, you were mentioning that you would really like a covered UTV. Can you explain a couple reasons why?
So our covered vehicles are really nice when it's cold out. It's kind of not the most fun when it's like raining and stuff like it was yesterday to drive around in, rain flying on you. Also, as you mentioned with our weather, it is incredibly important if damage were to happen and there were to be, a situation, it is much safer for us and for the cats, and a much better situation for us to at least have the protection of those doors in any case of like tornadoes, snowstorms, lightning, or anything like that. It would just keep everyone safe.
I couldn't have said it better, Katrina. That was awesome. Yes, so safety first, and then there's one other special feature to this new UTV that we are hoping to fundraise for, and that would be that it could be outfitted with a plow. Also, a plow attachment, which is very important for us in snowy Minnesota. Obviously, this is an untraditional year, but if you remember last year, there was quite a bit of snow here at the sanctuary, and having a plow attachment on a UTV would be incredibly helpful. So we're asking for $14,000, which of course will be matched thanks to our generous donors of Miracle Match, totaling $28,000 for a new covered. There we go. It's back. There we go. Hello, everyone. Let me get into the comments here. We lost internet connection just for a second, but we have held on. We are moving on to, of course, White Tiger brothers Simon and Jeremy, who will have lots to say, I'm sure. I was in the splash zone for that one, Katrina.
It's an acquired taste. Unfortunately, these boys have gotten me more than one time.
Yeah, I'm sure. Marcy asking if there's heat in the covered UTVs. Why don't you answer that, Katrina?
So currently our covered UTVs do not have heat except for our Kubota.
Okay, but still much warmer than the uncovered UTVs. We can all attest to that here. So one UTV with heat, but the other that we're referring to does not have heat. Let's see. Lots of hellos. Welcome, everyone. I'll do another intro. Welcome to another live here at the Wildcat Sanctuary on this beautiful, beautiful Tuesday. We are here with White Tiger Simon, who is getting his meal, and we are going around all of our ridge today for you to enjoy mealtime, but also to talk about our fifth miracle of Miracle Match, which is asking you for a covered UTV. Marcy saying tiger moos. Yes, lots of tiger moos. Simon graced us with that right before eating. Carrie saying that we could use a hovercraft during the mud season. That would be very nice, Carrie. I'm sure caretakers would love that. G'day from Sydney, Australia, Stephen. Yeah, Judson said that you can be in charge of fundraising for the hovercraft, Carrie. Ellen, yum, yum. Yes, it seems that Simon thinks so. And I'm assuming that this is a similar diet to what Shadow just got, Katrina. So venison, turkey, chicken?
Yeah, okay. That's what he's got today as well. Our venison and turkey were donated, and then our chicken quarters are purchased.
Germ, that's a great comment. Just a reminder, white tigers are not natural. They are bred. That's correct. If there's someone in the comments that's wanting more information on white tigers, definitely check out our website. But white tigers, sadly, are a result of inbreeding and are only bred for profit. They are only existing in captivity. They aren't their own species. They aren't their own kind of tiger, and they shouldn't be bred for conservation. Brenda, I needed a smile, and there you all are. Thanks for the live feed. Of course, Brenda, I'm glad you could catch us today. And I think this is a special one. This will be very fun.
See what Jeremy's up to over here, too.
Yeah. Carrie's on the hovercraft project, she said.
Okay.
Thank you, Carrie. And we'll move on to Jeremy over here with Kaylin. And did he just get his last piece, Kaylin?
That was his last piece,
Okay,
yeah.
and what was that?
It was a big old quarter.
Big old quarter. Jeremy, what do you think?
Yeah. Not too bad.
Brenda, we appreciate you being here on the live, mentioning that you have to pay for your dog's surgery, and we're sending our best thoughts to your dog. But of course, just being on this live, commenting, sharing means all the world to us. So thank you for being here.
Thank you, Brenda.
Thank you, Faith, for linking our educational white tiger. We'll go back down here. There we go. Marcy, he's so drooly. They are pretty drooly. These boys are not only vocal, but they are drooly at feeding time. And we have our last piece here, Katrina?
Yeah.
Okay. There we go, Simon. Excellent job. Tracy mentioning that many tigers are discarded in the quest for the perfect white tiger, lots of inbreeding and unwholesomeness. That's correct, Tracy. Unfortunately, to get a white tiger, you have to inbreed, and even with inbreeding, you can result in orange tigers, and something, unfortunately, that exhibitors will do is discard orange tigers if that is not what they are going for. Thankfully, with the passing of the Big Cat Public Safety Act, issues such as that should decrease in the United States, which makes us very happy.
Yeah, and it's even tragic too, Olivia, because, we had snow the other day, and you can actually see how not white Simon and Jeremy are. Their stripes really aren't black. They're more kind of brown. Their coat's more cream as opposed to white color. And even then, those types of entertainers were seeking the white coat and black stripes. So even then, they're kind of whittling down the stock even more, so to speak, which is tragic. So glad that's kind of all behind us post Big Cat Public Safety Act.
Absolutely, Jeremy, but you're appreciated here. Hey, big guy.
What do we have here?
He says, hopefully more food, but you're done with your meal for the day, big guy. And where are we off to next, you two?
We are off to Pandora, Thor, and Winona.
Okay.
Awesome. All right.
Alrighty, we will follow you.
We'll follow you.
All right, Judson, why don't you check in? I've been doing a lot of talking
on
on the
mic
live.
here. I've been
There
taking
we
a
go.
few photos, kind of boning up on some of our UTV content. Welcome, everyone. So happy to have you along with us today. I'll admit, a little bittersweet, Olivia. It would have been great to have this weather yesterday during the solar eclipse, but we made the most of it, and it's a beautiful day. A little soggy on the ground, but it's a warm week ahead of us. Look at, zoom in on all four of the pride sitting on the cave right now. 1, 2, 3, 4 Ukraine lions. Watching across the way, wondering when their mealtime is coming, when they'll be getting their venison, chicken, beef, all that jazz. Surely soon enough, lions, soon enough. But kind of just as Olivia mentioned, and I love hearing, it kind of right from the horse's mouth, the cat's mouth, so to speak. We got to hear from Katrina, who uses these vehicles on a daily basis, and how essential they are from things like we're doing right now. Those are buckets of food that are feeding about 4 or 5 big cats here. If they were walking around with those buckets by hand, we would have our work cut out for us, and then some. So obviously they're useful for doing kind of those utilitarian items for taking care of the cats. But obviously we really want to nail down how important these UTVs are for the safety factor, and the fact that we're looking for a fully enclosed UTV. We currently only have 2. One of them is on the fritz, and that's putting it lightly. And so that is why we're driving towards an enclosed UTV, because as you know, emphasis is always, always top of mind here at the Wildcat Sanctuary, and knowing that those enclosed UTVs are vital to things like our rounds, which happen twice a day. They're vital to things like checking in on habitats during extreme weather periods, and then obviously taking part in the day-to-day stuff that I was explaining earlier.
And I have to laugh because as soon as I got in the UTV with Katrina at the very beginning, before we even started the live post, I mentioned what we were fundraising for today, and she goes, "Oh, good, we need one of those." So it was very fitting.
Yeah, what a great organic plug,
Yes.
Katrina. We appreciate that. And we can listen to Miss Pandora eat
since
here.
We missed her yesterday.
Very dainty, very delicate. Very representative of the type of gal she is. We can check in on Thor Jr., who's a little bit more boyish when he eats, and I mean that in the best way possible, Mr. Thor. Good chicken crunch, and hello and welcome everyone. You're tuned in live to the Wildcat Sanctuary. It is Miracle Match, where your donations are going twice as far. Today we're celebrating our 5th and final miracle of the duration of the Miracle Match campaign, where you all have been helping us out with kind of a variety of sanctuary essentials. And obviously when I just mentioned donations are going twice as far, we certainly want to take the opportunity to kind of stretch the amount of impact, or rather increase the amount of impact that we can have on the cats during this time. So we've been able to knock out 4 of these 5 miracles, and our 5th one that we've been talking about is helping to raise money for a new UTV. And we've been feeding some cats, talking UTVs, talking weather, talking spring. That's finally showing up here to the Wildcat Sanctuary. So happy to have all of you along with us, and thanks for doing what you do for the cats. Thor, anything you'd like to add? Chomp, chomp, chomp. And, really kind of the classic, I'll even see this from my domestic cat at home, Thor taking some of those larger pieces and giving it a little bit of a wiggle, a final killing blow, if you will. There's a large chicken piece.
You missed it, Judson. Simon sprayed me with some chicken juice with a nice shake.
That sounds like, quite the pleasant thing for a vegetarian.
Delicious, yes.
Awesome. Well, cool. Next up, Pandora, or rather, Winona. I apologize. Well, cool. We'll meet you, handsome.
There we go. We're back up again.
And, right as we're fundraising for this UTV, I'm kind of laughing to myself. We might have to have impromptu fundraiser. Thor Jr., we know, big pool lover. He has his pool overturned there. Maybe after we feed Winona, we can show you. But he's been knocking his big red ball into the side of his pool and denting it up. Oh, brother, Thor. And Olivia will have to let me know, and I'm going to kind of quiz everyone from here about what are kind of some of the variety of ways that we feed the rescues here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. There's simple tongue feeding like you might see here, but are there other ways that our rescues enjoy their meal?
There we are.
We're back. Sorry about that, everyone.
Marcy made a funny comment that I have to acknowledge. She said that lip smacking and open mouth chewing is cute with animals, but not so much with people.
Yeah, that's one thing that will get some people's goat. I don't blame them. Winona's kindly coming to enjoy her dinner a little closer to the building. Hopefully we can get some better reception over here. Here comes the big chicken quarter. Oh. Wow. Among the variety of ways, that we often kind of point out, one that just always stops me in my tracks is the jaw strength of these apex predators here. That was a giant chicken quarter that Winona made quick work of, crunching through the bones and making a perfect part of a wholesome tiger meal for this special gal. Awesome. And while I'm here and while I have everybody, I am a little frustrated. The YouTube app, it just came to me, Olivia. The YouTube app has really been malfunctioning, and so I'm sure many of you have noticed that our Watch Wildcat streams haven't been up this week. Very simply, it's not even the TWS account. The entire app, when we try to interface with it, is giving us some grief. So I wanted to just interject quickly while it was on my mind that our Watch Wildcats cam at watchwildcats.com will be up when YouTube decides to play nice with us. So
yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that, Judson. That's a good thing to mention. And then what Katrina just did there was give Winona the rest of her juices to enjoy after her meal.
Exactly. Katrina, Kaylin, we so much appreciate you two taking your time, and I think Olivia and I, we could talk about this stuff, write about it, and until the cows come home. But it's a whole other thing to kind of come out here, use the equipment, see the people who are caring for the cats, and hear from you on how when people help the cats and help you, how it just makes life better and easier for everyone at the Wildcat Sanctuary.
Well, thank all of you guys for donating. I've been watching all of the donations go up. It's really appreciated. Your money has gone a real long way, and I'm excited to get some of these things coming in.
Awesome.
Oh, that's awesome,
Katrina, and I can always count on seeing Katrina J in the comments and
Yes.
liking all of our stuff. So that I appreciate as well.
Katrina really loves the cats.
Yes.
We all do, but Katrina, you are very committed
Yep.
to the cats.
Yep, you're here for a reason.
Yes.
So awesome. Well, thank you, Katrina. We'll just do a little more visiting with some of the cats around here, but glad again that we had a nice little round of feeding here in the Roar Ridge area.
And got to see a UTV in action.
Exactly.
So we appreciate it.
Exactly. Thanks again, Katrina. Yeah. And I saw a little towel over here.
Yeah. And then Meeko and Ripley were out too.
And maybe nice to check in with them. I agree. Any questions or comments like that, Olivia, that I can address? I kind of have the magic.
I don't know if people heard your question prompt earlier because I don't see any answers, but lots of people thanking Katrina for
good. That's rightfully so.
Yes. Crunch, crunch. People enjoying the crunching. We enjoy that too. I'm glad we got a little ASMR in.
ASMR.
And there's those two lynxes. We caught Meeko yesterday. Not Ripley. They're observing mealtime.
Howdy, you two.
Well, Judson, we were talking about yesterday that they're hard to tell apart, but right next to each other, I think they're pretty easy.
Ripley.
Correct.
And Meeko.
So, Miss Ripley. We didn't catch you yesterday, pretty lady.
And no, this microphone is not a little bunny rabbit.
Chris, you're new here. Welcome. Thank you for joining the live and commenting. We're so happy to have you here. Where are we located? We are in Sandstone, Minnesota.
Howdy, Chris. Glad to have you.
And we are close to the public, so you're getting to see the cats in the best way possible. So we appreciate you being here. Kathy, that's very nice. So sorry about all your technology issues, but anyone who knows you understands it's not your fault. We'll continue to be here even when service is spotty, and we won't complain.
Kathy, now that's very kind and does a lot to heal my soul.
Yes.
I think I need to just, pace myself getting frustrated with technology issues. And, I think I get frustrated because I'm just wanting to bring the cats to the people who do so much to them in a clear and concise manner. And when that doesn't happen, sometimes it gets the best of me, but comments like that, temper me. And I appreciate that, Kathy. It's an awesome thing for you to say. And for everyone to have the great level of patience that they have, when it comes to dealing with kind of the day-to-day tech issues that come with kind of broadcasting a Wildcat Sanctuary that's in pert near the middle of nowhere.
Good for the cats, not for the internet.
Yeah. What do you think, Ripley? She says, I can take that leopard over there, I tell ya.
What do you think, Shadow?
No, this isn't a bunny rabbit either. This is my microphone. I know. You think it's one of your favorite things ever. One of the whole bunnies that we give out, the non-living bunnies.
Good afternoon, Rosie. Thanks for saying
Hey, Rosie.
hi.
Glad to have you with us. And yeah, truthfully, Olivia, we kind of just set up to do, a nice kind of loop around Roar Ridge here. Maybe we can go and see what the Tiger Boys are doing grooming and maybe sign off and
let's do it.
Catch up with some final questions or comments if anybody has any.
Looks like a nice day here.
Oh.
In the south of England, it's sunny, but a chilly wind. That's probably how I describe it here, too. It's sunny, a little windy, nothing crazy.
Yeah, but ultimately, the type of day that the cats are loving, I'm loving. It's going to soak up some of this water. It's already made a big, big difference from where it was at yesterday.
Speaking of yesterday, I think this is where we found Simon yesterday on our live. Exactly here.
I have my favorite spots. I have my favorite spots. Yep. They, Kristen Strong commenting how much Ripley and Meeko have filled out, and they certainly have. They came to us kind of with along with all the other bobcats that were on that rescue. The three other bobs were all pretty underweight, and Meeko and Ripley kind of leading the charge on the body condition and just how severely underweight they were.
Daria, I'm trying to jot down all these Judsonisms. That's what I call them as well. To put on a project I'm working on to bring in June. Well, let's go through the list. Joseph.
Oh no! Oh my! What?
Truth to Tell is my favorite one personally. Truth to Tell, Holy Buckets.
I'm not gonna. I can't
others?
just out myself here, Olivia.
I can out you. I know a bunch. Well, Daria, you let me know. We can brainstorm together.
Okay, there we go. I think it all just kind of falls out of me naturally, for better or for worse. So, Daria, that's laughing, making me smile here.
Judsonism.
Yeah, I'll take it.
I'm sure we'll get a few more in the comments too,
Yeah.
which I'm excited to see.
Yeah. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, what else is happening this week, Olivia? It's Tuesday.
You'll be gone, which you mentioned yesterday.
Yep, I'm shipping out today, and obviously as we've been doing, celebrating some miracles of TWS times past. We're gonna be looking back on Lynx Kitty, Canada Lynx Kitty. What a special gal! I remember meeting her when I first arrived, and then as well, Sultania and Chipino. I almost combined their name there. Two very special African lions who are part of the Argentina rescue. And then Friday, Zeppo, the Caravel, if I'm not mistaken. So
Correct.
Certainly some good cat stories to look forward to, and just kind of realize, what we've been able to do for these cats that have called the Wildcat Sanctuary home and their legacy. So I've really been enjoying those posts, and I hope you all be looking forward to them as well.
Absolutely.
Well, zoom out. Let's look at that big blue sky one last time as it looms over.
Beautiful.
Mr. Simon in his free roaming habitat. That's a sky for sore eyes, I tell ya.
Jenny, don't forget flipping my flapjacks.
Flipping my flapjacks on a Sunday morning. Jenny, you know me too well. Oh, I'm going to be blushing the rest of the day. But Olivia and I, thank you for joining us on today's live post. Thank you for helping us work towards completing another Wish of Miracle Match, hoping to fundraise for a new enclosed all-terrain vehicle that we desperately need here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. It's certainly among the many sanctuary essentials. I think we could all testify to how often we just see UTVs in the background, whether they're humming in the back of a live post, whether we see how the cats relate to them, whether we see them loaded up with gear for construction season or shoveling snow. So thank you guys for understanding and appreciating that. And hey, I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of the week. Olivia's steering the ship from here. And I think that's going to be it from me today. Olivia?
Yeah, I appreciate everyone following along. Lots of good comments today, and I'm excited to spend the rest of the week with you all.
Yeah, it'll be fun. So have a great week, everyone, and we will see you back here.